You ever drive somewhere and halfway there you think, this better be worth it? Because that's what this is. This is a commitment. You're not accidentally ending up in Gallitzin. You made a decision. And now you're here at Gallitzin Tunnels Park. Population, Railfans, and people who took a wrong turn in 1997 and never left. And somehow, this works. Because it's not trying to impress you. There's no gift shop energy, no experience, no $14 hot dog. It's just a bridge, a tunnel, and the understanding that if you stand here long enough, something will happen. You're already here anyways. The bridge is active. Real cars, real people. And then there's you, standing on the sidewalk, pointing a camera into a hole in a mountain, waiting for something loud to come out of it. Try explaining that to someone who doesn't get it. What are you doing? I'm waiting. For what? You'll hear it. You sound insane. And the longer you stand there, the more normal it feels. Now, yeah, there's a fence. And if you hang around long enough, someone will tell you about the good old days where there wasn't one. They used to let you stand right up on the edge. Yeah. And people also used to ride in the back of pickup trucks on the highway. We've made progress. Meanwhile, the rest of us are like, yeah, man, I'd rather not fall into a live railroad. But here's the thing. They actually did this right. There are openings in the fence. Little gaps. Just enough to get a shot. Which means someone, somewhere, had to say, all right, we need a fence. But also, let's not completely ruin this for the trained people. That's respect. Quiet, unspoken respect. Over here, benches, grass, room to sit. This is where the introverts go. The bridge is for people who want to be part of something. The grass is for people who want to be left alone. Choose wisely. First time I came here, late summer 2025. Hot, humid, the kind of air that feels like opening a microwave after steaming vegetables. And the flies. Not just flies, sweat flies. And I swear to you, they were organized. You swat one, 3 more show up. You swat those, now there's 5. At one point, it genuinely felt like a shift change. Like somewhere off to the side, there's the foreman fly with his clipboard. All right, Johnson, you're up. He's getting tired. I'm standing there trying to film, and every 5 seconds I have to stop, swat, reset, pretend I'm still a functioning adult. At one point, I tried to take a picture of them because I thought, no one is going to believe this. And in the picture, they just look like specks, little grains of pepper on my shorts, which somehow makes it worse, because now it looks like I'm losing my mind over nothing, which maybe I was. And then, out of nowhere, train. And suddenly, everything makes sense again. You forget the heat, you forget the bugs, you forget that you drove an hour and a half to stand on a bridge. Because for about 90 seconds, this is the only thing that exists. Then Amtrak comes through, like it's late to a job interview, which it probably is, typical Amtrak. And then it's quiet again. And this is the part nobody talks about. The waiting rewires your brain. Because you start thinking about things you normally wouldn't. Like how weird it is that where you've built an entire society where everything is instant. Food, instant. Entertainment, instant. Communication, instant. But this is still on its own schedule. You can't refresh it. You can't speed it up. You can't skip ahead. You just wait. And then there's something deeply uncomfortable about that, which is probably why most people don't do this, and why the ones who do keep coming back. Because for a few hours, you don't control anything. And that's weirdly calming. Second visit, April 2026. Rain. Because rail fanning is just weather roulette. And now the caboose is shelter. You're standing under a piece of railroad history, using it like a bus stop awning, watching modern trains come out of a tunnel. And somehow, that feels completely normal. And then on this second trip, something small, but honestly, kind of special. An SD40-2 and an SD70 ACC. 10, 15 years ago, that wouldn't even register. Now, that's the kind of thing that makes you stop and go, wait, hold on. Because rail fanning has changed. It's all C6Ms, Dash 9s, Evos, not Gevos, you foamer. It's big, modern power everywhere. So when something older sneaks into the mix, it's like finding cash in your pocket you forgot about. It's like hearing a song you forgot existed. You didn't know you missed it until it showed up again. Then there's the Tunnel Inn, right there, trackside. You can literally stay here, wake up, and immediately be in this. And honestly, that's kind of genius. I've thought about it, and with gas prices being what they are, it might actually make sense. Railfan economics. Spend money to save money to watch trains. Perfectly logical. Now, quick side note. If you saw my horseshoe curve video, you might remember I committed the unforgivable sin of smoking a cigar, which apparently was enough to upset a few people. Even though there's a cigarette receptacle there, which is like putting up a basketball hoop and getting mad when someone plays basketball. But hey, those comments, gone, because at the end of the day, it's my channel, and if I'm outside, minding my business, enjoying a cigar while a train passes by, I think we'll all be okay. And here, at Gallitzin, I don't think anyone's writing a strongly worded comment about it. Now, if you're coming here, parking is limited. Not terrible, but not unlimited. And when Union Pacific Big Boy 4014 shows up, now confirmed for July 11th, this place is going to turn into chaos. Bridge, packed. Grass, packed. Every available space, gone. So if that's your plan, plan ahead. Or don't, and just embrace the disastrous foam fest that it will be. And here's the thing that nobody tells you about places like this. It's not really about the trains. It's about finding somewhere you can exist for a while without being bothered, without being sold something, without someone asking you what you're doing with your life. You stand on a bridge. You watch something heavy and loud and completely indifferent to your existence roll past you at 15 miles an hour. And for a few minutes, your problems don't go away. They just don't matter as much. And then it's gone. And you're left standing there next to a set of tracks, like an idiot, thinking the same thing every rail fan thinks. I'll wait for one more. Because maybe the next one is the one you didn't expect. And if it isn't, well, you were already here anyway.